Yes, I saw it on Hometown Sports Corner.
16 from Morton Combs.
63-59, free throw is good.
Brady Howard, and I play for Cougars.
Yeah, man, anybody up there able to hear the hometown buddy Jason? Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hometown Sports Corner Sports Talk. Busy night for us, as it often is on Thursday night, getting ready for high school Friday Night Lights coming up in, we're less than 24 hours away. Then we'll go from there and talk a little dirt track racing action coming up Saturday. Should have plenty of good racing action in our local area, so you want to make sure you're geared up and fired up and checked up and ready for that one. Then a bunch of my friends and family up there on the Knott County Trail Ride, and I know that's always a special time for those that get a chance to go up there. I encourage you to go if you haven't been, folks. You don't have to like horses. You don't have to know a thing about a horse to go up there and have a ball. They have a nice selection of country singers coming in. Headline group Friday night, Sunday best, and a couple different headline groups on Saturday. Then miles of horses, miles of trail ride if you want to ride the horses, and tons of good food. I promise you, you won't leave. If you leave there hungry, it's your own fault. And I encourage you to get up there and check that out. That's taking place at the Mind Made Adventure Park in Liberton, Kentucky. It's the Knott County Trail Ride. Go up there and see what that's all about. Got some wrestling news. They have set the date on John Noble's final match and when that'll be. And so we'll kind of recap that for you. Plus, big wrestling match coming next Wednesday night to Prestonsburg, Kentucky. A big night of wrestling. And a Hall of Fame wrestler going to be there with AMW. We'll talk a tad bit more about that and just whatever else is on your all's mind. Y'all hit me up in the comment section. Make sure you hit that share button. But a different type of sports to cover, a little weightlifting. Let's find out how that event went for a couple of Knott Countyans as they competed in the Kentucky State weightlifting competition. Let's talk about all that and more after this commercial break.
What do you get when you check out at Save-A-Lot? Well, you'll love the quality of our fresh produce, and our meat is cut fresh in-store every day. We're proud to offer you a delicious assortment of our exclusive brands, and you'll be saving up to 40% every day. Savings made easy.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers.
When you visit East Kentucky Health, your family will be cared for by our founding member, Dr. Grady Stumbo, and his team of providers, Dr. Chris Stumbo, Melissa Moore, and Jamie Jones. Should you need specialty treatment at Pikeville Medical Center or Hazard ARH, your same provider will be the one with you in the hospital to help manage your treatment and recovery. Call us today for an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome, and with our sliding scale, you only pay what you can afford. East Kentucky Health, caring for your family yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
This is Heath Chafin down here at Combs Airport. We're just weeks away from the IHRA Invasion of the Motorheads race, which is October 24th and 25th. And as you're aware, we have opened pre-registration. Now, although that's not an absolute necessity, I want to discuss the importance of pre-registration. Pre-registration allows us to know how many drivers to expect, how many drivers in each class, and it helps us prepare the driver's bags. If you do not pre-register, you will not be guaranteed a driver's bag. For example, if 100 people pre-register, but 200 show up, we may only have 100 driver's bags available. And what comes in the driver's bags? Your driver's shirt and other goodies that have been donated by various sponsors. You guys in the past have seen what we had, and it's usually some really nice things, including gift certificates and coupons to various stores and restaurants in the area. So guys, please click on the link below to pre-register and help us get prepared for the race. And before you go, check out a special surprise at the end of this video. Shake and bake. Hey guys, it's Heath Chafin. As many are aware, I am somewhat of a soft drink connoisseur, especially diet drinks. And today I want to do a double-blind randomized taste test between Mountain Dew Zero Sugar and the classic Diet Mountain Dew. Now you may ask, why is somebody like you doing an experiment like this? Well, I went to college and I'm a certified scientist. So with any experiment...
The Kent Rose Foundation Arm Drop Drags is excited to announce that our October 24th through 25th, 2025 Invasion of the Motorheads race title sponsor is the International Hot Rod Association. Follow our page for all of the exciting news and updates as we gear up for this year's event. The mission of Kent Rose Foundation Arm Drop Drags and the IHRA go hand in hand. Creating a space where kids are acknowledged and included, where families are always welcome, and where the grassroots tradition of drag racing is encouraged and preserved for generations to come. This tradition is built on more than just the race. It's about camaraderie, community, and the true spirit of the racing family that makes this sport so special. And at the end of the day, it's all about the kids.
Welcome back, and as I told you guys we would, in a moment we're going to be joined with two young men that were crowned the Kentucky State Powerlifting champions. Mr. Sire Owens won the 50 kg youth class. How cool is that? And then his big brother Noah won the teen 120 kilogram class. Both of those were competing in full power, and now they qualify for the world's competition. And we just wanted to catch up with them and congratulate them. First of all, again, congratulations, Sire. Tell us, brother, what got you interested in weightlifting?
I just saw my dad doing it and other people around me. That's what I'm doing.
Man, that's awesome, and I want you to know again that we're proud of you. Tell us a little bit about what was going through your mind after you realized you'd won the competition.
I don't know, I was just really excited. I was just so happy that I won it.
And that's awesome. I know you had about 50 or 60 people there watching you, cheering you on. What advice would you give to other young men and women that perhaps are thinking about getting into weightlifting and powerlifting particularly, but yet haven't done it?
You go out there, don't stress about it. Try your best. Just don't stress. I feel good. I really wasn't thinking about it. I was just having to do my best. Wasn't thinking nothing. Went out there and yeah.
And I can't say enough about how proud we are of these two young men. And let's catch, if we can, a word from his brother Noah. Noah, I asked you the same question that I did Sawyer. What drew you to powerlifting? What got you interested in it, man?
Get better and just improve myself physically and get more stronger in the gym and better.
Also, to ask you another question that we asked your brother, what was going through your mind, or can you describe how you felt when you realized you'd won this thing?
I felt good initially going through it. I was a little bit nervous and just worried about getting points on the board mostly and stuff like that. And after the contest, when I won, I was just really happy that all my hard work and dedication to the sport paid off.
And finally, brother, tell me, what advice would you give to somebody your age or even younger, or perhaps older for that matter, about getting into lifting?
Ask around at the gym for sure, at the gym, and research techniques and gym advice online, and just learn the proper form to use on certain things like deadlift, bench, or squat, and just research those, and you'll start to notice, and you'll get better.
Guys, as I wrap this up here, I do want to say thank you all for being on here, and keep us up to date on any of the other competitions that you do, okay? And guys, as I've said many times on here with James Sandlin and on the ball game and so forth, we love promoting our local kids. And whether it be catching touchdowns or knocking down three-pointers or winning the state in powerlifting, we take pride in saying that we are covering our local kids. And big shout out to my buddy Jordan Owens. I actually coached Jordan his 7th and 8th grade year in basketball, and Jordan won the adult division there as well. So kudos to him, and he'll succeed in anything he does. He always has been a hard worker and a champion. But shout out to all those guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit that like and share button for us. We'll be back after this commercial break.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
When you visit East Kentucky Health, your family will be cared for by our founding member, Dr. Grady Stumbo, and his team of providers, Dr. Chris Stumbo, Melissa Moore, and Jamie Jones. Should you need specialty treatment at Pikeville Medical Center or Hazard ARH, your same provider will be the one with you in the hospital to help manage your treatment and recovery. Call us today for an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome, and with our sliding scale, you only pay what you can afford. East Kentucky Health, caring for your family yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Care Cottage is happy once again to be sponsoring tonight's sporting event. They're also pleased to announce they will launch their second Race to Prevent Child Abuse campaign beginning with this racing season. Tune in each week as we bring you our Driver of the Week, sponsored by carecottage.org. I'm glad it turned around for
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
What do you get when you check out at Save-A-Lot? Well, you'll love the quality of our fresh produce, and our meat is cut fresh in-store every day. We're proud to offer you a delicious assortment of our exclusive brands, saving up to 40% every day. Savings made easy.
And welcome back. And one more time, let me say thanks to my friend Jordan Owens and his sons for talking to us there. And congratulations to those guys again. Not only did they win the state competition, that qualifies them for the world weightlifting competition. So if they elect to do that, great. If they don't, guys, we're still proud of you either way. It takes a lot of hard work, and each week you got to go out and try to get better and better and better. Guys, it's about that time for us though now to switch gears, talk a little high school football. How about it? Again, we got some games being played tonight, so we probably can't really go too in depth as far as picking who we think would win those games and so forth. But then we got some dandies coming up Friday night, no doubt about that, guys. And let's talk. We got 10 of them actually, and each week we call them pick'ems. And some of them I don't know that they'll be as hard as some others, and others could be interesting. We didn't have anybody get all the games right last Friday night. We had a couple that was very close, but you know what to say about close, don't they? Horseshoes, it counts, right? But let's talk a little bit, first of all, again, the game that we had here on Hometown Sports Corner, Martin County at Knott County Central High School. Patriots were undefeated. Martin County had only lost one coming into the game. We continued to hear about how good their quarterback was. Folks, he's every bit as good as what we heard, and better. I believe that. Devin Maynard, again, was our player of the game. Something like 4 touchdowns that he had. Threw one, and then ran a couple huge touchdowns. Defensively, he's as solid as he is, as you could ask for him to be. But folks, he has a Division I quarterback body, about, I'm going to guess 6'4", throws the ball with a ton of pepper on it, gets it from A to B in a hurry. And Knott County didn't do themselves any favors, to be honest with you guys. Again, you all know that I'm close to a lot of these Knott County Central Patriots, but when you turn the ball over as many times as Knott County did this past Friday night against any team, you're going to struggle to win. But when you turn it over as many times as they did against a team of Martin County's caliber, it's not going to go well for you. And it didn't. The Patriots lost that one again at home, and just got to bounce back from it. Try to regroup as Knott County fell to Martin County 41-6. And I think the thing that's even tougher for Knott County is now they have to put that behind them and get ready for a Prestonsburg team that is loaded to the gill, folks. Prestonsburg undefeated, 5-0. Winners this past, or 2 weeks ago, over Pike County Central. And Prestonsburg, again, guys, they meet all the, check all the boxes. If you haven't watched them play, I've had a chance to watch them on tape a couple times and in person a time or two, and I'm impressed. Number 2, Alexander Johnson, QB for them. Currently right now has 732 passing yards, has completed 6 passes for touchdowns. But the Deuce also likes to run. He has 466 yards rushing, 5 rushing touchdowns. For the Black Cats, Kane Patton and Colin Hatfield. 1-2 punch, 17 touchdowns between them. Patton wears number 6. And he currently has 710 yards, 8 touchdowns. Colin Hatfield, not hardly as many yards, 540, but he has 9 touchdowns. They're both averaging over 100 yards per game. And they're ready. If you don't believe me, watch In Focus's hype video here.
Look at me! This ain't just another game. This is a test of who we are and what we built. Knott County, don't be loud. Let them. They don't know what it takes to wear this jersey. Every sprint, every rep, every down. You play the next play. You in the line. You in the tackle. You in from sideline to sideline. Listen to me. Play for the man beside you. Play for the name on the front of your jersey. Play for the town that's raised you. We don't flinch. We don't fold. We take. This district is ours. We are Prestonsburg, baby.
And again, the guys from In Focus do an awesome job with those videos. And kind of almost wanted to listen to see if they wouldn't cue up some WWE Road Warriors music or something other. I'm telling you, he cut a promo there. And it's easy to see why his players play hard for him. Prestonsburg again. The Bobcats come to town undefeated. Don't have to have a whole lot of stats, a whole lot of numbers. Kane Patton, Colin Hatfield, Alexander Johnson, 6'5" 2. Got to know where they're at. Receiving wise, Kane Patton has received majority of their passes, like 15 of their 35 passes. He's caught them. He has 4 touchdown receptions, 335 receiving yards. You think about that, guys. He's over 1,000 yards, and they, of course, had the bye week last week. So they only have, what am I right, 5 games underneath them? Wow, that's crazy numbers. Defensively, got to look out for big number 33, Maddox Pugh. Pugh does the job as he has 45 tackles. Right behind him, Logan Stumbo, the senior, with 44 tackles. Defensively, you certainly would have to know where they're at. Don't throw it near Barrett Hunter. He leads them in interceptions. He has, again, been a good defensive player for them, them being the Black Cats of Prestonsburg. But Knott County now, folks, again, the Patriots fell to Martin County, but there's a reason why they were 5-0. Okay, this Patriot team got themselves a couple awesome defensive players. You guys see all the stats and everything I post on him. It's not just because we're related. It's because, again, guys, he's a workhorse. That's Bryson Everidge. Everidge so far on the season, 53 assisted tackles, 39 solo tackles. He has 92 tackles, guys. He's going to break 100 probably in the first half tomorrow night. You think about that. We still got 3, maybe 4 more games. I'll talk about that in the regular season. He has 92 tackles. And then this gentleman here, he is our reigning defensive player of the year. He's having another remarkable season. 65 tackles, 15 tackles for losses, 3 sacks for Big Jace Ambergy. Really doing a good job there for the Patriots. Mason Burnett and Zeke Hurley also at about 50 tackles apiece. Michael Gibson will be the guy they'll look to take away the pass should Prestonsburg elect to do that. He and Chance Ambergy both with, I think, 3 interceptions apiece. Offensively for Knott County Central, as I said, and this sounds almost cliche to say, the Patriots can't, Prestonsburg's good enough. Can't beat yourself. Same thing I said against Martin County. Knott County got to value that football. Squeeze it just a little bit tighter perhaps when they hand it off to you. When you drop back, look to throw maybe a tick sooner. Don't force a window to be open that's not open. All you can do is break the glass. And Knott County, I think, can't turn it over and have to do a better job controlling that clock offensively if the Patriots to have any opportunity to beat this Prestonsburg Black Cat team. Offensively now, of course, for Knott Central, Shane Gibson will be the guy that they expect to continue to carry the mail for them. Done a good job against Martin County. You know, as good as Martin County was and as bad as things went for Knott County, I think Shane was still yet the bright light on the scoreboard for Knott Central. He has 5 rushing touchdowns, 435 yards, averaging about 73 yards per game. He can also step up and score other ways. Knox County, though, to have a chance, in my opinion, again, got to avoid turnovers, and they have to control the clock, and somehow, some way, I'm sure, there's nobody on the coaching staff at North Central that isn't a lot smarter than me. But surely this week they have come up with some ways to get Chance Amberg the ball. As we begin October, and it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and everybody will be wearing pink. Chance been wearing it ever since he's been there. Got those pink shoes on. And they got to find a way to throw the ball to him, get him the ball, whether it be in short passes or dump passes or throw it out and let him run out and get it. I don't know. I don't claim to be a football guy. I do a lot of football talking, but you guys that know the game far better than me got to come up with some ways for Knox County to get him the ball if the Patriots are to have success. Again, we'll be there. It is our game of the week. We're excited about it. I feel like last Friday night for us at Hometown Sports Corner was our best production. Video was awesome. If you haven't done so, check us out. Go to YouTube. Make sure you're following us on YouTube. And then, of course, surely tonight, if you're tuning in, you've already hit the like and share button. Now following us on Facebook. But Knox County Central, Prestonsburg, district game of the week, tomorrow night, right here on Hometown Sports Corner. Will you make sure that you plan to be with us for that one? If you can, come out to it. I'm a bad person to get numbers, I guess, for us here on Facebook. But if you can, make your way out. Get out and watch that football game. Ought to be a dandy. Folks, it ought to be a dandy. Knox County and Prestonsburg, make sure you're getting out and watching some of these football games, and we invite you to come and be with us tomorrow night in Hyman, Kentucky. If you can't be here, tune us in. Hometown Sports Corner. I reckon the legend, James Sandlin, and I are going to get to tune in and do this one together. But, and a little later on, I'll show you why James wasn't there last Friday night. He had a pretty good excuse. My buddy, they'll hopefully be there with me tomorrow night. Some other high school football. How about this one? A lot of you guys missed it. Lawrence County, the Bulldogs beat Letcher by 10 points. That, however, though, I think is another time we can say Martin County probably had the ball just a few more times than Letcher. Not Martin, Lawrence. Coach Charles Matthews' team fell. They are 3-3 on the season, 47-57. That's again in that matchup between Letcher and Lawrence County. How about the Bobcats, Breathitt County? Boy, they got themselves a nice win, 49-19 on the road against Montgomery County. They'll be on the road again. Their next outing, they're off this week. Breathitt won't play this week, and then they go to Morgan County. How about the Commodores of Prairie Central? Got a good home win against the Greyhounds of Paris, 40-21. They got to be feeling good about that one. Leslie County, boy, the kids down in Hyden, Kentucky, celebrating under the bright lights as they got the win over Floyd Central, 58-46. And then finally, the Hazard Bulldogs against KNOX, Knox Central. Knox Central victorious in that football game, 31-31. I don't ever, you guys go back and watch send me the clips if you've ever heard me badmouth the school. I'm not going to do it. But I don't ever like to take away from a team's win. That kind of almost seems wrong for what I'm doing. But if you haven't watched the KNOX, the Knox Central and Hazard finale, the last 30 seconds of it, Hazard had the football. I think they scored the winning touchdown with 11 seconds to go. But the umpire decided to wait 9 seconds before he says no and puts the football back on the ground, giving Hazard 0 opportunities to score. Now, I have a bunch of friends that are referees. I have the utmost respect for those that have done it for years and years and years. I have no idea who the referee was. Didn't ask. Don't want to know. I ain't got no reason to speak his name. But I'm telling you guys, what happened to Hazard at Knox Central can happen. We got to find some way. Pay them more. Don't ever tell me we shouldn't go back to the replay. I don't know. People a lot smarter than me can break it down for us. But I am smart enough to know that the Hazard Bulldogs should be playing tomorrow night, coming off of a win, or certainly coming off of a play in which they had an opportunity to win versus what happened to them. That's my opinion. That and 50 cents won't buy you a Pepsi anymore, but I'm still yet going to give it to you when I get an opportunity to share what I think. I'll tell the good and the bad the best that I can here on our little engine that could, Hometown Sports Corner and Sports Talk. But with that said, that's a few of the games. Let's talk about, as I said, unfortunately, nobody got them all right. So we have to stack them up. As you do in pool, break them again. Let's go. Middlesboro at Harlan. Middlesboro at Harlan. That'll be an interesting matchup. Unfortunately for the Green Dragons, I don't think you'll fare well on this one. I bet Middlesboro wins that one early and by a big margin. Again, got probably, I know I have, more friends in Harlan than I do in Middlesboro. This ain't got nothing to do with friends. Just telling you what I think about it. Middlesboro pretty good. Another good team, the Raceland Racers. Michael Salmon's team's 4-1 on the season. Raceland comes to Daniel Field, and they'll play the Hazard Bulldogs, and I got a feeling the Bulldogs are going to be in a bad mood. Rightfully so. 3-3, and I kind of just spent the last 3 minutes and already getting some messages about what I said, and that's okay. Won't change my mind much on it, I don't think. But Raceland, you come into Hazard, and I'm going to say the Bulldogs pull off what some would call an upset. Raceland's number 2 in the 1A wins and loss columns. 4-1, scored 228 points. Got a 77 RPI, if you want to believe in that, a whole big old bunch. Hazard's a 65 RPI, so I'm going against the numbers quite certainly there. But that's okay. I'll take Hazard on a bounce-back win. And that, of course, at Hazard. How about Pikeville? I know a bunch of people are already saying that Pikeville's got to look ahead to next year. No, they don't. That's just Pikeville we're talking about, folks. They're 3-3 and got a better RPI than several teams that are 4-5 and 6 wins. Right there with some teams that have won 5 and 6 games. But Pikeville, will be on the road to Southwestern. Southwestern 1-4. And I'm going to say Pikeville gets the road win there in that matchup. Clintwood, Virginia, coming to Paintsville to take on the Tigers. Of course, Paintsville got a nice offensive team. They're over there right now somewhere eating apples. It's apple days for them. So downtown Paintsville will be rocking. They're 5-1 on the season. They won this past weekend over West Carter 29-6. And I'm going to give them the home win. I predict they have apple cider and apple dumplings and apple turnovers. And Paintsville wins the Appleday Bowl game over Ridgeview, Virginia, out of Clint Wood, Virginia. Powell County, the Pirates going to the land of the Hornets. Magoffin County. Magoffin, of course, got a legendary coach and got a lot of football fans in Sayersville, Kentucky, but it just hasn't been the season they thought perhaps it would be. Fell at Estill County, 22-43. Probably not as much shame in that as everybody thinks. I still think Estill's a much better team than everybody's giving them credit for. But again, Powell County coming to town to take on the Hornets. Powell is 2-3, and probably, guys, it's on paper maybe a pretty even matchup, but I'm going to take Nate Skidmore's. Hold everything. I'm going to flip. I don't do this too often, but I'm going to give it to the Hornets. It's at home. It's in Sayersville. Let's change your mind. And let's go with John DeRossett's Hornets winning that one over Powell County. Perry Central, the Commodores, got themselves a nice win at home. As I told you guys earlier, they beat the Greyhounds 40-21. But now they got to pack up the gear and go down to South Laurel and take on a Cardinal team that has not lost. They've not been held under 33 points a game this season. That was their lowest score against that Somerset team in the Alton Blakey Bowl. They beat Somerset 33-22, and then since then have been 40s and almost 50s a game. I got a lot of friends in Perry County. Commodores, as I said to Hazard the other night, prove me wrong. I want to be wrong, but I'm going to go with South Laurel and the Cardinals to win that one. Martin County hosts Leslie County. Leslie coming off that win against Floyd Central. That ought to be a nice stat builder for them. But you guys heard me say earlier how good I think Martin County is. I think they've got the #1 quarterback in the mountains. And that's not just because he helped his team beat North Central. It's because of the way he throws the ball, the way he run after they hit him. A lot of different things you can look at and dive deeper into that kid's game and be impressed. And with all that said, I think Martin County beats Leslie pretty big. Estill County, the Engineers, coming off another nice win, playing Letcher. Letcher's a team, as I said earlier, that most of you thought would win against Lawrence County. They got something to prove and got the young Gunnar Holbrook to throw the football all over the field. Estill will give them a better game, I think, than people thinks. But I think Letcher wins that one down in McKee, Kentucky. Johnson Central at Corbin. Red Hounds. They know what they've got tasked to do. Corbin, of course, so far on the season, 3-2. But unfortunately, they've lost their last two. The last two they lost, however, Pulaski County and Frederick Douglass, needed that one, and they got it. It was a must-win for the folks they felt like at Frederick Douglass to beat Corbin. It's at Corbin. That's usually worth a touchdown, but I don't think it matters. I don't. I think Jesse Peck and the Golden Eagles probably come in late on the bus and may not get home in time to get into the Apple Festival, but I bet they bring home a W. That's my prediction. I take Johnson Central to win that one down at Corbin. Then the final game of the night for me to predict, Prestonsburg and North Central. I can't win in this game, so I might as well go ahead and try to get the win. I think the Black Cats win in this one tomorrow night. Again, 1-2 punch. If the right one don't get you, the left one will. But I have been wrong before and would not mind one bit, to be quite honest with you, to be wrong tomorrow night. So let's see how that one unfolds in Hyman, Kentucky. It will be our game of the week as Knott County Central plays host to the Prestonsburg Black Cats. If you can't make it to the game, certainly, by all means, you can tune us in right here on Hometown Sports Corner. We will have this game for you and excited to be bringing it. I want you guys to join us if you possibly can. And as I said now, before we go to commercial break, my buddy James Sandlin didn't get to be with me last Friday night. all week leading up to Friday night, he and his son Brady had been scouting in the hills looking for an elk. Brady got the rare privilege of getting drawn for an opportunity to shoot one of the elk. Of course, the Kentucky Fish and Wildlife, they have those raffles to raise money for the conservation and so forth. Brady won one of those things. Brady didn't just win one of the tickets. As you can see there, he and James smiling from ear to ear. Brady got it done. He killed a monster. And congratulations to my buddy James Sandlin and Brady. That's something don't happen too often, folks. That's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for the father to get to watch his son take that big bull elk there. So congratulations, buddy. But get back to work now. We see you in Hyman tomorrow night, my friend. Let's take this commercial break. We'll be back after this.
When you visit East Kentucky Health, your family will be cared for by our founding member, Dr. Grady Stumbo, and his team of providers, Dr. Chris Stumbo, Melissa Moore, and Jamie Jones. Should you need specialty treatment at Pikeville Medical Center or Hazard ARH, your same provider will be the one with you in the hospital to help manage your treatment and recovery. Call us today for an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome, and with our sliding scale, you only pay what you can afford. East Kentucky Health, caring for your family yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Announcing Little Flower Dental Clinic. Dr. Corellis, Dr. Sloan, and Dr. Baker. Cleanings, fillings, extractions, bridges, same-day crowns, implants, and even outpatient hospital procedures. Call 487-9505, option 1. After hours, call 216-4708.
The Kent Rose Foundation Arm Drop Drags is excited to announce that our October 24th through 25th, 2025 Invasion of the Motorheads race title sponsor is the International Hot Rod Association. Follow our page for all of the exciting news and updates as we gear up for this year's event. The mission of Kent Rose Foundation Arm Drop Drags and the IHRA go hand in hand. Creating a space where kids are acknowledged and included, where families are always welcome, and where the grassroots tradition of drag racing is encouraged and preserved for generations to come. This tradition is built on more than just the race. It's about camaraderie, community, and the true spirit of the racing family that makes this sport so special. And at the end of the day, it's all about the kids.
Guys, again, that's a huge event that takes place right here in our backyard. I encourage you to check that out there. I think a lot of you guys, especially you racing fans, might like that. Hello to Larry Combs. Larry Combs, my buddy, I call him Red there. Talking about that October the 11th, Thunder Mountain Speedway in Corbin, Kentucky, to have the Road to the Crown 1,000 to win hobby stock and first responder night. Bring the kids and let them check out the fire trucks, ambulances, police cars, and all that. And then, of course, he talking about the winner of the crate late model will receive a provisional to the King of the Mountain on October the 18th at Thunder Mountain Speedway. That is a 10,000 to win crate late model race, folks. That is going to be somewhat of a racing event there. Certainly, you guys want to check that out if you possibly can. Let me give a big shout out here to a young lady, speaking of history, that broke a little history this week. Congratulations. A record-breaking day in Knott County cross country as Kaylee Reynolds. I think it's number 5 on the Car Creek basketball team. 7th grader broke the school record for Knott County cross country 5K with a time of 23.13. Congratulations, sis, from all of us at Hometown Sports Corner. That is a phenomenal accomplishment there. Then, guys, from cross country to a little middle school football. How about it? This is the East Kentucky Middle School Conference football tournament. Opening round saw the Letcher Middle School. I think my buddy Todd's still watching. Todd, hit me up on this. Some of us, help me out, brother. I know it's Letcher over in Morgan County. The Cougars get the dub. They move on to the second round where they'll play Magoffin County. Magoffin shut out Floyd Central. And the Hornets, I think I'm right, will host Letcher next Tuesday night. Lawrence County, the Bulldogs got the job done over the Fleming Neon Pirates. That puts the Bulldogs in the Final Four where they'll play Betsy Lane, winners of the game over Prestonsburg. So with Letcher and Magoffin, I gotta say that's going to be somewhat of a football game. And then likewise you would think for Betsy Lane and Lawrence County. Whomever meets in the finals, it will be worth going, and who knows, maybe we get an invite to come and cover that championship. But if we're not able to make it, or if it's already been given the rights to somebody else, you guys still let us know who won and send us some pictures, and we'll keep everybody updated next week on the end results. But congratulations to the 4 teams that have moved on. Very deserving there, certainly so. Guys, got to talk a little bit of dirt track racing, right? I know I mentioned what Red had posted there for us, but let's all load up now Saturday night and head over to Hidden Hollow, Saturday, October the 4th. Meet the Drivers Kids Night. We're going to try this again. Heroes of the Hollow, racing in all classes. You see there, $1,200, I believe it is, to win for the crates. That should be a good class of crates. Open wheel modified, sport mods, hobby stock. And then in the kids racing, the kids bring your bicycles, bring your juice box cars or your power wheels. We'll have 3 kids races, and Miss Crystal has a slew of giveaways secured. Gift cards for the parents, hats and caps, all kinds of things for the kids. They got a bicycle to give away. A lot of other stuff. Going to be a fun time for us. And you guys know me well enough, been around me long enough to know I love Kids Night at any track that I'm working at. And I look forward to our first event at Hidden Hollow Speedway as far as the Meet the Drivers Kid event that'll take place Saturday for us there in Colson, Kentucky. Then on Wednesday night, you guys recognize that fella? Big Papa Pump, Hall of Famer, NWA, WCW champion. Part of one of the greatest tag teams to ever wrestle, in my opinion. The Steiner brothers had themselves a run. They're top 10, certainly. Well, he's going to be in Prestonsburg, Kentucky, Wednesday, October the 8th. The Jenny Wiley Festival comes to town. As you see there, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling presents Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner. Got an autograph session on hand. You see the different packages that they have there. If you're a wrestling fan, I would take advantage of getting to see a Hall of Famer right here in your backyard. And that's all part, again, of the Jenny Wiley Festival. Then it was announced earlier this week, War Games coming to Hazard, Kentucky in November. This is where I really become a huge fan. I was always a fan. But War Games last year in Hazard, Kentucky in front of a sold-out crowd did not disappoint. Well, regardless of who they bring in, and they'll bring in some big-name wrestlers, they always do. They always, I think, induct their Hall of Fame people on this night. But it'll be the last time that John Noble climbs into the squared circle. And whomever and however that ends up being, we need to show up for John Noble, guys. He has brought local wrestling to the hometown fans for years. And he's done it in the right way. And all I know, his former Buckhorn Wildcats, and Breathitt County Bobcats, and his Leslie County Eagles will want to be there to cheer on John Noble. Mark your calendars. That's coming up in November, folks. Let's, again, just while we have a few minutes of time left here, give a few shout-outs out to you guys that have been good supporters of ours. Also, probably need to make my circle around some of the tracks too. Talk just a little more dirt track news here for the fans that have and will tune in. Don't see anything new just yet from my buddies at 201 Speedway. I'm sure they'll have plenty between now and Saturday, because we like to, of course, make sure those of you that are out at Hidden Hollow know what's going on at 201. And when you go to 201, you find out what we're doing at Hidden Hollow. Kind of works out neat that way, right? I'm on Hidden Hollow's page now. Go again to Hidden Hollow Speedway. Shout out went out once again from the Hidden Hollow crew. Thanking Holcomb's Wine and Spirits, one of the new sponsors there at 201 Speedway, at Hidden Hollow Speedway. I knew I had to goof that up before I got finished tonight. Also congratulating Shauna Collins. Shauna Collins, you are the winner of the free grandstand armband for this Saturday night, October the 4th. All probably had to do was just jump on and like and share one of her posts, and I'm quite sure that we'll have some more of those. And also a big thank you to Transamerica Life Insurance Company. We appreciate the fine folks there, and of course their agency manager Chastity Surratt putting up the winners for a Hard Charger Award, and also sponsoring us here at Hometown Sports Corners or Hidden Hollow Speedway. Chas, I'm hinting around, by the way. You can sponsor us too if you want. But no, that's me surfing for things to talk about I don't usually run out of topics. And I really haven't run out tonight. I just want to make sure I get them all in while we have time. Lake Cumberland Speedway, down there, of course, getting ready October the 11th for the Night of Destructions, 3,000 to win, bus races, / RV races. Big time event taking place at Lake Cumberland Speedway. Also, as I told you last week they crowned themselves a late model champion in the pro late models. Roman Wesley is the Lake Cumberland Speedway late model champion. Let's see, I don't know if we have their, actually I know I don't, so I apologize about that, but we'll have hopefully some more racing news to talk to you about from Lake Cumberland Speedway. Actually, I can tell you, it says, what a night at Lake Cumberland Speedway. And we are gearing up, actually, for the Night of Destruction. That's what I thought. So, congratulations again, though, to all the runners down at Lake Cumberland Speedway. I think I've got one more track that I can talk about that won last week, or who won from the track, I should say. Let me start off telling you, it's the Crazy Lady Cabins Fall Brawl, October the 4th at Willard Speedway. 1,500 to win, 300 to start. That is the Ohio Valley Late Model Dirt Series coming to town. They run a Hoosier tire at Willard Speedway. You want to make a note of that. You can find out a lot more information about that event coming up. Better jump back and make sure I'm right on. Yes, October the 4th, Fall Brawl at Willard Speedway. And then I think if I scroll down here, if you guys be patient with me just another moment of time, we might have our feature winners that we could talk about at Willard Speedway. Yes, I think here they are. Actually, that was from the previous week. I apologize, guys. Am I right to say Willard didn't run last week? That's right. And so, again, probably should have quit before I started clicking. Thanks to all of you for tuning in, guys, though. It's been a fun show for us. High school football, pick'ems coming up. Oh, yeah. Something else for some people to complain about, right? We all need it. I think we all are looking for it. Let me go ahead and give you my top 10 here. Actually, I can't do that. Yes, I can. What we'll do is take a commercial break, and I'll come back and tell you the top 10 right here on Hometown Sports Corner. High school football and grade school girls basketball top 10 coming up after this commercial break.
When you visit East Kentucky Health, your family will be cared for by our founding member, Dr. Grady Stumbo, and his team of providers, Dr. Chris Stumbo, Melissa Moore, and Jamie Jones. Should you need specialty treatment at Pikeville Medical Center or Hazard ARH, your same provider will be the one with you in the hospital to help manage your treatment and recovery. Call us today for an appointment. Walk-ins are welcome, and with our sliding scale, you only pay what you can afford. East Kentucky Health, caring for your family yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
Did you know that Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of leading rural health provider in Kentucky? In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. For 20 years, the top quality health care has been in your backyard and continues to grow. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now open in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, 439-1300.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
What do you get when you check out at Save-A-Lot? Well, you'll love the quality of our fresh produce, and our meat is cut fresh in-store every day. We're proud to offer you a delicious assortment of our exclusive brands, and you'll be saving up to 40% every day. Savings made easy. At Save-A-Lot.
And welcome back, guys, again. A little editing on the fly here, I guess, but I promised last week that we would have our Hometown Sports Corner top 10 for the first time. Well, here they are. And no, I guess we better not say no particular order. Had a number 10, I got Knott County Central. Patriots are 5-1. I know they lost to Martin County, but still yet most wins in school history to open up the season. And they play a Prestonsburg team, as you see, ranked a little bit above them there. Paintsville playing Clintwood, Virginia. I have them at 9. Breathitt, the Bobcats are off this week, but I think the Bobcats proved how good they are in the last couple outings. I have them at 8. Hazard Bulldogs, 3-3 on the season. If they win tomorrow night, they make me sound good. If they fall, then maybe I have to fall with them. Pikeville, I know a lot of you guys, this is where you'll criticize me a little bit. You think